Who were the masterminds behind the victories and strategies of World War II? The war's greatest generals demonstrated unparalleled skill, daring, and leadership, shaping the course of history. This countdown ranks the top 10 World War II generals, whose records remain unmatched, each a titan of military strategy, from crushing defeats to liberating nations. In this video, we will explore their feats, counting down to the most impactful commander of the era. 10. Karl Gustaf Mannerheim, Finland. Karl Gustaf Mannerheim, Finland's military genius, kicks off the countdown for his remarkable defense during the Winter War, 1939 to 1940. Facing a Soviet invasion with vastly superior numbers, Mannerheim leveraged Finland's harsh terrain and guerrilla tactics to outsmart the Red Army. His forces, outnumbered 10-1, inflicted heavy casualties using Motti tactics, encircling and isolating Soviet units in freezing forests. Mannerheim's strategic brilliance delayed the Soviet advance, preserving Finland's independence despite a peace treaty ceding territory. As a field marshal and statesman, he balanced military defense with diplomacy, later navigating Finland's delicate position between Nazi Germany and the Soviets. His ability to achieve so much with so little, Finland's army lacked tanks and air support, makes his record a daunting challenge for any commander. 9. Isoroku Yamamoto, Japan. Isoroku Yamamoto, Japan's naval strategist, earns the 9th spot for his bold but flawed brilliance. As commander of the Imperial Japanese Navy, Yamamoto orchestrated the Pearl Harbor attack in 1941, a surprise strike that crippled the United States Pacific Fleet and brought America into the war. His plan showcased meticulous planning and audacity, but he underestimated United States' resolve and industrial capacity. Yamamoto's naval strategies, emphasizing carrier-based warfare, initially dominated the Pacific. However, his defeat at Midway in 1942, where U.S. forces sank 4 Japanese carriers, marked a turning point. Despite his foresight, warning Japan against a prolonged war, his early successes and later losses highlight a complex legacy. 8. Omar Bradley, USA. Omar Bradley, the GI's general, ranks 8th for his steady leadership of the largest United States ground force in history. As commander of the United States First Army and later the 12th Army Group, Bradley oversaw over 1,300,000 troops during the Normandy campaign and beyond. His humility and competence shone during the D-Day landings and the breakout from Normandy, where his forces liberated Paris. Bradley's calm decision-making during the Battle of the Bulge in 1944, countering Germany's last major offensive, saved Allied momentum. Unlike flashier commanders, Bradley prioritized soldier welfare and coordination, earning respect from peers like Eisenhower. His ability to manage massive armies across multiple fronts, balancing logistics and combat, sets a high bar. Bradley's record remains untouched, as few have matched his scale of command with such grounded effectiveness. 7. Heinz Guderian, Germany. Heinz Guderian, the architect of Blitzkrieg, claims 7th place for revolutionizing armored warfare. As a pioneer of fast-moving tank tactics, Guderian's strategies led to Germany's early victories in Poland, 1939, and France, 1940. His panzer divisions, combining tanks, infantry, and air support, outmaneuvered static defenses, bypassing strong points to disrupt enemy lines. Guderian's book, Achtung Panzer, laid the groundwork for these tactics, influencing global military doctrine. Despite clashing with Hitler's erratic decisions, often refusing orders he deemed foolish, Guderian's leadership on the Eastern Front showed his adaptability. His record remains unbroken due to the Blitzkrieg's transformative impact and the rarity of commanders who could execute such rapid, coordinated assaults. Guderian's legacy as an innovator endures, unmatched in its era. 6. Chester Nimitz, USA. Chester Nimitz, master of the Pacific, ranks 6th for his naval triumphs. As Commander-in-Chief of the United States Pacific Fleet, Nimitz orchestrated decisive victories like the Battle of Midway, 1942, where United States forces sank 4 Japanese carriers, shifting the war's momentum. His strategy of island hopping, bypassing heavily fortified Japanese bases to capture strategic ones, required balancing logistics, intelligence, and combat over vast ocean distances. Nimitz's leadership during battles like Guadalcanal and Leyte Gulf showcased his ability to coordinate air, sea, and ground forces. His calm, methodical approach and trust in subordinates like Admiral Halsey set him apart. The scale of Pacific warfare, with its unique challenges of distance and supply, makes Nimitz's record daunting. His unbroken achievements reflect a mastery of naval strategy few could replicate. 5. Bernard Montgomery, UK. Bernard Montgomery, Britain's cautious but effective field marshal, takes 5th place. His victory at El Alamein, 1942, halted the Axis advance in North Africa, boosting Allied morale. Montgomery's meticulous planning and emphasis on troop readiness turned the tide against Rommel's Africa Corps. But his methodical style ensured consistent gains. Montgomery's ability to rally troops and coordinate multinational forces under pressure was unmatched. His record, blending defensive and offensive successes, remains untouched due to the complexity of his campaigns and his era's high stakes. 4. Douglas MacArthur, USA. Douglas MacArthur, the flamboyant strategist, ranks 4th for his Pacific leadership and post-war vision. His defense of the Philippines in 1941, though ultimately a retreat, showcased resilience. MacArthur's return in 1944, famously wading ashore at Leyte, fulfilled his "I shall return" pledge, liberating the islands. His island-hopping strategy, MacArthur oversaw its democratic reconstruction, a rare blend of military and political genius. His symbolic leadership inspired troops, though his ego strained relations with superiors. MacArthur's record, as few commanders have matched his strategic scope and charisma across such diverse challenges. 3. Erwin Rommel, Germany. Erwin Rommel, the Desert Fox, secures 3rd place for his tactical brilliance in North Africa. Leading the Africa Corps, Rommel's innovative tank warfare nearly drove the Allies out of Egypt, despite limited resources. His rapid maneuvers and ability to exploit enemy weaknesses earned respect from foes like Montgomery. The rarity of commanders who could achieve so much under such constraints makes his legacy enduringly unique. 2. Dwight D. Eisenhower, USA. Dwight D. Eisenhower, the architect of D-Day, takes 2nd place. As Supreme Commander of the Allied Expeditionary Force, Eisenhower masterminded the 1944 Normandy invasion, the largest amphibious assault in history. His ability to coordinate British, American, and Canadian forces, balancing egos like Montgomery's and Patton's, was extraordinary. Eisenhower's broader Western European campaign liberated France and pushed into Germany. The complexity of managing such diverse forces under wartime pressure sets a bar few could approach. 1. Georgy Zhukov, USSR. Topping the countdown is Georgy Zhukov, the Soviet titan who crushed the Nazis. Zhukov's victories at Stalingrad, 1942 to 1943, and Kursk, 1943, were turning points on the Eastern Front, breaking Germany's momentum. His strategy, encircling and annihilating enemy armies, showcased unmatched tactical and operational skill. Zhukov's relentless drive to Berlin in 1945, capturing the city and ending the war in Europe, cemented his legacy. Conclusion: these 10 generals, from Zhukov's relentless campaigns to Mannerheim's defiant defense, shaped World War II's outcome with unmatched skill. Their records, rooted in strategy, courage, and innovation, remain unbroken as the war's unique challenges defy replication. Their legacies endure, daring future leaders to dream big. If you found this video informative, make sure to subscribe to this channel for more content. Thank you.